you guys know, I do top 10s for every position when it comes to Madden 24 Ultimate Team, and now we have corners, which is a position I have not updated in a while. For example, the last time we did a top 10 corners, Richard Sherman was actually the #1 player on that list, and now we have, I think, 8 new cards on this list. It might even be 9. I think I might have miscounted, and it might even be 9 new corners on this list since the last time we did it. But as you guys know, I do these for all positions. I do gameplays on new cards, so if you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit that like and hit that sub, because we are on that road to 40,000 subscribers. But other than that, let's get right into this top 10. If you are looking for cheap, fast Madden coins to build that God Squad you always wanted, head over to my sponsor, EasyMut, and use code SHOE for 5% off your order. The link is in the description. Number 10, we have Isang Boss. Am I saying that right? Maybe Bassi. I'm probably butchering the name completely wrong, but he actually did beat out JC Jackson, who is our number 11 today. He's a smaller corner that obviously didn't get any hype when he first came out, being a 5'9", 86 speed, when we already have 87 and 88 speed guys in the game. But when it comes to actually looking at the top 10, he probably still does make it, right? He does have above 80 man coverage, and then the zone is easily achievable to 90. I truly believe right now in the game, your strat card should be zone or also man coverage. If you run zone, it should be the +2 zone one. If you run man, it should be the +2 man one. And then everybody should have the +1 man coach or the +1 zone coach, so you can get a +3 total on whatever you run. So you would get that up to a 90 easily. But when looking at him, I think being a little bit on the slower end and also being 5'9", that's probably his negatives. But when it comes to stats alone, he does match up really well against the top 10 corners in the game. But you know, I have to keep him lower on this list, man. That height is he's gonna get dunked on a lot. Normally, I'm not the, height is not the biggest deal in the world as long as you're like hip to hip with guys, but he also isn't too fast, boys. At number 9, we have AJ Tyrell, the comp pass card. This was actually our number 2 last time we did the list. And AJ Tyrell, he obviously is still a very solid card, 86 speed, so the same as Bassi we just showed you. The one thing that does suck about him, though, is you can see he doesn't really reach that 90 zone or 90 man coverage if you do want to truly reach one of those thresholds. But when you look at the height, he is much taller. Sitting at 6'1", you're going to get a way bigger body corner. I don't know. I think I would rather go AJ Tyrell here. If you're a big zone guy and you want to hit that 90 threshold, especially if you play all pro, or all pro, you would definitely want to go with Bassi, I think, right there. But AJ Tyrell, man, I think for most people in most defenses all around, you would probably want that taller corner because he's going to fit into way more schemes that way. And he's obviously going to play a lot bigger balls when you're going against guys like Finneran and all the tight ends that are OP right now in the game. Number 8, you guys know I was calling this the best free card in the game not too long ago. Dory Jackson, obviously you could have gotten for free from the house rules. I'm not sure if that house rules is still available. I don't think it is because we have that Walder event going on right now. But when he was free, 87 speed and also a guy you could easily get up to 90 man coverage is absolutely ridiculous. He also goes in that Campus Heroes theme team, which is not too expensive to build, and you saw a lot of people using it because of Michael Mayer being free, RG3 being free. You had an 85 you could have got for free as well. There's a lot of free cards that went into that theme team, so a lot of people started building it. He is only 5'11", but this is a guy that actually still plays on my team. Although, yes, he is a blitzer / looper. He does fit still really good in the game when I do drop him into, man coverage, or if I'm manning him up on a tight end, running back. Having 90 man coverage that easily with all the strat cards in the game, and having good speed, and being this low of an overall, I mean, this card is definitely very good. So at number 7, we do have Richard Sherman. And if it was up to me, truly up to me, I wouldn't even have this card. He has been one of the worst cards in the game for me. I wouldn't even have him on the top 10 when it comes to cards that have played like exactly good for me. But as you guys know, it's so hard to leave a card that is so good on paper off the list, because I know that could be just me. I know some people have had really good times with Sherman. I've had bad times. I've heard also people that have really bad times with him as well. It's a very mixed review card when it came to him, right? He's a 6'3" guy. I think, yeah, he's actually the tallest guy on this list when I go and look back at it. He does come with 86 speed, which is on the slower end nowadays, but being 6'3" and hitting that 90 zone threshold is very nice while having good press. But I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because he's too big, or there's just something built into the card. But right now, he just gets ran by. And I'm not even talking about right now, because obviously he's a little bit on the slower end now. But even when he first came out, I felt like he was just always getting ran by all the time. But I felt like I just had to have a place for him on this list, man. Number 6, this is where I believe it gets like very elite in the game. I think the number 6 and above are like the best corners in the game. And we have the brand new Pat Pete, the AKA card that came out literally yesterday. We are actually recording this on the day he came out, so I'm kind of talking in a weird tense right here. But Patrick Peterson, they kind of butchered his speed a little bit, giving him an 86 when yes, like I said, we have 88 speed corners in the game. We've had 88 speed corners in the game for over 2 weeks now. But Patrick Peterson, obviously, there's one thing that's really, really good about him, and he gets both 90 man and zone. The only corner in the game that it's even possible to get that on. The one thing with Pat Pete, though, is I don't know how much people are truly running hybrid this year because of how OP man coverage is. When you watch all of the comp scene and you watch the MCS when we were all getting our free Micah, it was like 90% man coverage. I mean, some people went over to match, some people went to cover 4 sometimes, but at times it's like, it's for the vast majority of Madden, I truly don't see many people using a hybrid card. And when you look at like guys that run strictly man and then strictly zone, I think there are better options out there. And then when even you look like a strictly man setting, there's just like at least 5 corners better than him there. But if you are a big hybrid guy, he's probably like a top 2, top 3 corner in the game for you. He really is. Number 5, I have Jalen Ramsey, and this is the highest possible card you can get him right now. And as you guys know, he's actually 88 speed on my team. It's not showing it right now because my lineup's a little bit messed up from doing gameplays and whatnot. But he actually gets 88 with all the Season 1 chems, and that's free, by the way. So technically, when you're looking at this card, I'd probably look at him as an 88 speed guy. So I would say 88 speed. You'd have, obviously, 89 man coverage and an 86 zone coverage. 88 press as well. You can easily get that 92 man, as you can see right here with my strat cards. That's what I'm currently rocking. He is also 6'1", so a good bodied corner and also a very fast corner with good man and also above 85 zone. That is ridiculous on a card. Jalen Ramsey has been absolutely phenomenal. The one thing that does suck, though, as you guys can see, I can just go to my lineup. He doesn't get no really, usable abilities. Not even a KO yet. I see some people using Stonewall. I don't waste my time or ability points on that. But when it comes to Jalen Ramsey, for a free card, I'm not going to lie to you guys. The cards are given away for free this year. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I feel like I could definitely have made a no money spent count and probably, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of good free cards. Jalen Ramsey is a cornerback 1. It's not bad, honestly. So moving over to number 4, I really do want to put Dion at number, in the top 3, right? Because there's only 2 cards in the game that get 88 speed. It's him and another guy on this list. But the thing with Dion, as you guys know, the biggest negative of them all is that press. He does have 70 press, and basically people just run by him. If you accidentally press with Dion, or you press and then you go to cancel the press or show blitz or whatnot, and you accidentally press, you're done. You're cooked. If you're running cover 0, it's burnt toast. I actually have to move Dion to safety to run him in man coverage because that's how much of a liability is when you actually play my corner, which is kind of crazy. But at the end of the day, when you put him in a certain role, right, where you're not abusing that press, he is phenomenal. He gets 90 man coverage. He's very, very fast in the game. He gets really good theme teams too. Cowboys, Falcons are really OP right now. There's obviously the other ones he gets as well. But when you look at Dion, I think he has to find himself in the top 5. No matter how much you hate the card, no matter how much you hate the press, you can fit a spot for him no matter what kind of defense you run. So at number 3, we have JPJ, and this is my favorite corner in the game. He has been particularly my best guy. I actually have the top 3 guys. No, I don't. I have 1, 3, and also I have 4 and 5, so I have Dion and Ramsey as well. I actually am missing number 2 because of his price tag. But when we look at JPJ, this card is amazing. 87 speed, 6'2". Like I mentioned before, he gets that Campus Heroes theme team, which is very, very good in the game. So you can easily get that up to an 88 speed. But 90 man coverage and also having the base of an 85 zone is amazing. You're hitting the threshold for all pro right there. And you're also hitting both of them for all Madden. And then the press is really good. You're getting a 6'2" player. So one of the tallest guys on this list. He gets pick artist as well. This card has been phenomenal. Just locked on. You can press, forget about him. That's the one thing I like over Dion. I will take that plus what? What was it? Plus 2 height over 1 speed every single day. And also you're getting what? Plus 17 press. Yeah, give me JPJ over Dion every single day. Moving over to number 2, I got Stefan Gilmore, and he comes with a 90 press, the only card in the game with 90 press. And I will say, I kind of thought this was an overrated stat. Obviously, if it's very low like Dion, it's going to get abused, right? I didn't think the 90 was really going to affect the game as much until I actually played against him. I put Finneran on him. I actually ended up having to put Finneran on him because when I was running Devin Hester or any of my other wide receivers like Jerry Rice, I swear Stefan Gilmore had them in an absolute cage, and it was a miserable experience, especially when you can get his man coverage above 90. And I really don't know. Like I said, I did not think it was that bad until I played against him. No other corner in the game does that. But the one thing with him, he is 6'1", so you're losing a little bit of height right there. You don't get any campus hero bailout chemistry that's really easy to build as well. But Stefan Gilmore is a guy that I had to put up here. I think with the man meta being so strong right now in the game, the loop being the best blitzer right now, He has to fit perfectly in this top 3 right here. And yeah, I think you guys all knew he was coming at number 1. I'm gonna be honest, I almost sold Cromartie because in my head, I always thought he was 87 speed. I almost sold him for Gilmore because I was like, I always like Gilmore. I obviously get to watch him in real life. I love Gilmore. But then I forgot that Cromartie had 88 base speed, which was ridiculous to even think about. And then he is also 6'2". So you're getting a JPJ, but +1 speed, while also maintaining 90 base man, so you don't need no crazy boost right there. And he also has 88 press, so your amazing man coverage goes right into the meta. A big body receiver. It literally doesn't get better than this. It really doesn't. I don't know. I feel like 6'3" with Sherman was like turning a little bit slow, but Cromartie has played absolutely amazing. I have him and JPJ, the 2 6-foot demons on each side of the field, and those guys pressing away with Dion up top playing safety, Ramsey playing safety. I've been loving the man meta in the game. Although I'm a zone player, I feel like I've been forced to run man this year, but I love it with these top 10 corners going on right now. All right, boys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to comment down below which corners are you rocking right now currently in the game. I already told you guys I'm rocking Crow, JPJ, Jalen Ramsey, and Dion, and then a Dory Jackson's obviously on the loop. So I'm actually rocking 5 of the top 10. Let me know who you guys are using, and also, is there any guys that are too high, too low on this list? Who got snubbed from the list? Let me know down in the comments. I hope to see you guys in the next gameplay video tomorrow. Peace out, boys.